The cat came back. Couldn't stay no longer. Yes, the cat came back. The very next day, the cat came back. Thought she was a goner, but the cat came back, for it wouldn't stay away. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Yeah, that's the chorus of the original The Cat Came Back. um, yeah, hope you. How's your week been? How's everyone been doing? We are here again to continue our writing of Your Cat is a Serial Killer, a short film that we've been working on. This is part 4. Can you believe it? We've been doing this for 4 weeks now, writing this. This is great. We are currently at the step of writing out kind of our more detailed beat sheet with making virtual index cards, and yeah, so far it's been. I'm really happy with where the story's been going and how that's been coming along. But enough about me for the moment. How is everyone? Say hi in the chat. We'll switch over to that view. Whoop. That way we can see you. Yeah, this weekend, of course, it's Easter Sunday coming up. It also just so happens to be my 12-year wedding anniversary on the 4th. It's been 12 years. Fortunately, I have to wear my wedding ring on a necklace now instead of on my finger between arthritis and weight gain. It doesn't fit very comfortably anymore, so that's why I wear the necklace. And then the charm is just a fun addition. So that way I'm not like going full Frodo, with just the ring. But yeah. Hello. Hey Donovan, how you doing? Yeah, we are getting ready to dive into doing some more writing here. But yeah, this is this weekend's going to be kind of a busy one for me. It's nice to be able to kind of stop and pause for a moment, take an hour to work on a fun little project here. But yeah, we'll be celebrating both Easter and our anniversary this weekend, so looking forward to that. 12 years, man. Single life seems like a lifetime ago, and it's been life hasn't always been easy, but with Wifey Dearest, it's been worth it. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and we are just going to jump right in back to where we left off. Let's zoom in a little bit here. So we got Act 1 boarded out. Working on Act 2. Wish there was a slightly better way of navigating here. So sometimes it lets me, if I do that, well, no. I feel like last time it was letting me kind of, click and drag the window around. But we'll figure that out here. So I think we're still working on Act 2. Let's see. So while I get my act together here, how are you doing, Donovan? How are things going for you? Any fun plans this weekend? This goes for anyone watching. Any fun plans this weekend? Let's see here. So we are. Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah. So we were talking about telling the nurse about the previous vet. Nurse dismisses the concerns again, but actually becomes curious. So we know we want to hit where the nurse calls owner 3 to bring up their suspicion. The nurse is killed, and that's what makes Dr. Shaman determined to kill the cat to save everyone. The serial killer cat. Just hanging around? Well, that's okay too. Okay. So, looks through the cat's medical records, finding the list of 4 previous owners plus previous vet. Next day, tells the nurse about learning that each previous owner is deceased, wonders if the cat is somehow involved. Nurse laughs this off. Got our growth is Dr. Shaman's growing fear and worry. The conflict is the nurse brushing off the concerns. Shaman calls the office of the previous vet. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, finding the list. Okay, I thought for a second that I had written that he saw that the vet was dead in that earlier board. Calls the office of the previous vet, and the receptionist tells him that the previous vet was killed in a car accident when his brake lines were cut. Fear and paranoia goes through the roof. Not really, there's not really any conflict per se, unless it's internal conflict. Shaman tells the nurse about the previous vet's death. The nurse dismisses the concerns, but actually becomes curious too. So our growth moment here is actually for the nurse. Nurse becomes curious about the situations. Or situation singular. Let's drag you out a little bit. So the nurse calls owner 3. So probably put this in the vet's office. Nurse calls owner 3. Asks about the previous owners. And mentions the idea, well, I mean, jokingly mentions the idea of the cat being involved. Oh, what we should do then is add one where maybe we see the cat listening. Owner 3's house, day. Come on, scroll down. Let me zoom in a touch so it's a little easier to see on your screen. Let's see, owner 3's house, day. Oops. Owner 3 shares in the laugh while petting the cat on his lap. Or, I guess, their lap, since we don't know if owner 3 is male or female yet. Okay, then let's make that green so we know which set it goes with. And save. So that way we know the cat has heard. Then, I think, obviously we don't want to see the nurse dying, but I'm thinking sorry, I'm here, I'm walking upstairs making sure everyone's okay. Sorry, wifey dearest and the kids were out, so I'm just making sure that what I'm hearing is everything's fine. One sec. Pardon me one moment. It was the cat. No, everything's fine. Family just got home. Okay. Where was we? Finding. Oh yeah. So how do we know the nurse was killed? Maybe like the next day kind of thing. Dr. Shaman comes into work and they get a call that she's been killed or something. Yeah, let's do that. Like one of those tearful phone call kind of things. Interior vet's office day. The next day, Dr. Shaman gets the phone call that the nurse has been killed. And that's our break into 3 moment. So let's go ahead and set up, oops, not that. Set up a structure point, Act 3. Ah, come on. Right. Okay. Right. So yeah, this is kind of our bullet points, and now we're fleshing these out more. Pardon me. Okay, so this is when Dr. Shaman determines to kill the cat to save everyone. Maybe that should be part. Well, I guess we would probably see that moment where he has that determination of, yeah, something must be stopped. So let's have it be. We want it to be in Dr. Shaman's office? Maybe. Trying to think of how we want this to play out, because it needs to be, dramatic. Maybe Shaman's office. Could almost start. Maybe he has like one of those conspiracy theory boards on his wall, with all the strings attaching to different notes. Yeah, maybe that could be fun to look at. Dear Shaman's office day. Dr. Shaman. Whoops. Let's go ahead and punch in a little bit more. Dr. Shaman comes to the grim determination while consulting his conspiracy board, just so we remember that visual, that the cat must be stopped. Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. So then, vet's office day. Sometime later, a new owner, we'll say owner 4, brings in the cat for examination. Dr. Shaman makes eye contact with it in the waiting room. Resolved to, I don't know, make, yeah. So I can just say like this, almost like a standoff moment of like Shaman looking at the cat while the cat's in his little carrier next to the unsuspecting owner, and just, all innocent, and then Dr. Shaman just like, you're going down. I think that could be a fun visual. Alright, then we go into the exam room. Interior exam room day. Dr. Shaman examines the cat, casually asks what happened to the previous owner, owner 4, says that they passed away suddenly. Ooh, and Dr. Shaman sees another claw missing. Shaman sees yet another claw missing from the cat's paw. And this is probably going to be a rather... It's all going to be in the same room. Shaman. Let's see. Shaman says that the cat is in poor health and is actually probably suffering and should be put down. And should be put down. Owner 4. Or should be put out of its misery. It gives a bit more sympathetic way of wording that. Owner 4 reluctantly agrees, and Dr. Shaman takes the cat to the back. So we think he has won. It also could be kind of dark, like, if you're wrong, dude, you just murdered a innocent cat. But that's okay, because the cat came back. Interior vet's office, day. Several months later, a new person brings in the cat. Our final image is Dr. Shaman makes terrified eye contact with the cat. Cut to black. So, I think we just finished outlining our movie here, guys. Let's read through it and see what we want to do with this. If there's anything else that we can flesh out. Interior vet's office day. Dr. Shaman meets owner 1, who is bringing in their cat for an examination after having just adopted it after the previous owner died in an accident. There's a lot of accidental deaths, so maybe we'll just say passed away. Sometime later, owner 2 brings in the cat to Dr. Shaman after owner 1 died suddenly. Sometime later. Okay, we say that a lot. Later, we'll just say later. Owner 3 brings in the cat, telling Dr. Shaman that they also inherited the cat after owner 2's untimely demise. Dr. Shaman looks through the cat's medical records, finding the list of 4 previous owners plus previous vets. Next day, tells a nurse about learning that each previous owner is deceased, wonders if the cat is somehow involved. Nurse laughs this off. Shaman calls the office of the previous vet, and the receptionist tells him that the previous vet was killed in a car accident when his brake lines were cut. Shaman tells the nurse about the previous vet's death. The nurse dismisses the concerns again, but actually becomes curious too. Nurse calls owner 3, asking about the previous owners, and jokingly mentions the idea of the cat being involved. Owner 3 shares in the laugh while petting the cat on their lap. Next day, Dr. Shaman gets the phone call that the nurse has been killed. Dr. Shaman comes to the grim determination while consulting his conspiracy board that the cat must be stopped. Sometime later, owner 4 brings in the cat for examination. Dr. Shaman makes, we'll say, determined eye contact with it in the waiting room. Oops. Dr. Shaman examines the cat, casually asks what happened to the previous owner. Owner 4 says that they passed away suddenly. Dr. Shaman sees yet another claw missing from the cat's paw, and I just realized we haven't alluded to that. I guess, yeah, as we go into the writing part, we can make sure we put that in with the counting off each victim by losing a claw. Dr. Shaman says the cat is in poor health and is actually probably suffering and should be put out of its misery. Owner 4 reluctantly agrees, and Dr. Shaman takes the cat to the back. Several months later, a new person brings in the cat. Dr. Shaman makes terrified eye contact with the cat. Cut to black. I think this is enough to work with. As we go into the actual writing part, we can flesh things out. So let me save this. And now we want to go to our page view. There we go. Okay, let's see. Is there a way I can see the board too? Split. Beat board. Aha! Yay. Good old final draft. They know what they're doing. So now we've got the view of our boards, and we can start writing. Let's go to the title page first, because, titles are important. Your cat is a serial killer. Written by Zack Lawrence. Based on, if any, we'll say inspired by The Cat Came Back. Oh, I gotta get the credit right on that. One sec. Oh, who wrote it? Where'd that title page go? Here it is. Cat Came Back by Harry S. Miller. Oh, and if you're wondering why the thumbnail image for these streams has the cat emoji with the eye patch, this is why. Because this is the cover of the old music. This is from 18. Does it have it on here? Oh, copyright. I think it says 1893. Of course, this is a low resolution image. Oh yeah, clear as day. I think that's 1893. So, yay, public domain. Harry S. Miller, 1893. Excuse me. There we go. And I'll update the date once we get this draft finished. Comments? Thoughts? Any ideas before we dive into it? Otherwise, we're going to get started. At least start with our fade in. Or not general, I want scene heading. some time here for the lag. Not the lag, the delay between. Yeah, the streaming delay. Right then. So, interior vet's office stay. Let's clarify that we're going to start off in the waiting room. It's office, waiting room day. A busy veterinarian's office. Several. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Veterinarian. Yeah. We'll just say vet from now on. Let's go ahead and zoom this in a little bit, make it easier to see. Busy veterinarian's office. Several people with their various cats and dogs sit waiting for their turn. Let me think. We should show. I feel like we need to show, Shaman's name. Does it make sense? I'm trying to think of where that stuff is normally put. Would it be like on the door? Would there be like a? No, the nameplate would be for the receptionist. Let me think. Oh, easy enough. Just as a nurse calls someone in, Dr. Shaman's ready for you. Something like that. Several people with their various cats and dogs sit waiting for their turn. The nurse, or a nurse, say a nurse, comes in with her clipboard, comes in with her clipboard. Or comes in consulting her clipboard. That might be better, make more sense there. Consulting her clipboard. Nurse calling. Names. We need names for people. What is owner one's name? Heck, what's the cat's name? Because, wouldn't it be... Gosh, it's been so long since I've taken an animal to the vet. I don't remember how they do things. Help me out, chat. Do they call the pet's name or do they call the owner's name? Because, people tend to... And now, it would make more sense for the cat to have this. I was just thinking with each, we rename pets. But if they're inheriting the pet from someone that they know, whether it's a friend or family, they would probably want to keep the cat's name, right? So, what should the cat's name be? That's an important thing we have not discussed yet. We have the vet's name. That's actually the only name we have. Yeah, what is the cat's name? What would be a nice, cute, well, maybe not cute, but unsuspecting kind of name? Trying to think, anyone in chat want to throw out some name ideas? Sprinkles. Fluffy. I don't know. It needs to stand out, I think. We don't want something totally generic. know, we can't just have her say cat. um, Let me look at the lyrics of the song. I don't think there were any names mentioned. Let me zoom in here. Let's see here. Well, Johnson. There was old Mr. Johnson, had troubles of his own. That's the name of the guy who had the cat. Of course, yeah, in the song, it's one person trying to get rid of the cat, and the cat keeps coming back to him. No names, regular. Just people. Man in a balloon. Up at dynamite. Little boy. Yeah, it doesn't. No, yeah, the only name in the song is Mr. Johnson. Yeah, coming up with names is so hard sometimes because you want it to be unique, but you also want it to be realistic and not, not ridiculous. What should our cat's name be? Oh, that's what I should have done this week. Was like done a poll on Discord or Twitter or something, and asked people for ideas. Ah. Um. Let's see. Well, speaking of Discord, maybe I could. My brother's cat is named Ranger. Do I want to turn his cat into a serial killer? Shoot, I should have thought of this a long time ago. Let's see. Let's see. Bulbasaur. No. Shoot, I can't think of a name that I like. Sprinkles, no. Fluffy. Jesse, James, Meowth. I mean, I don't know. Neon? No, that's too. That one doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. What are some famous internet cats? No, they don't really have names though. There's Keyboard Cat, Neon Cat. Meow Meow. Meow Mix. Well, I come up with something so we can move on. Duster? Is Duster a good name? Dusty? Trusty? No. Oh, shoot. Guys, I don't know what to do. It's a good name. Maybe I'll jump into Discord real fast and say, hey, quick. Hey, everyone. Trying to come up with a name for the serial killer cat in the short film I'm writing. Any suggestions? This is. Let me see. Copy this real quick. Put it in one server, and we'll put it in another server I'm a part of too. serial killer cat in the short film. Any suggestions? Come on, chat. Let's see, we got Claus. Tom. Wait, that might be referencing someone. Let's see. Claus might be a little too on the nose. Tom. Yeah. Is that too generic? Oh, we got Bartholomew. Karasu City Center could be giving it a different name. Let me pull Discord over real quick. Karasu, what are you doing over in Discord? Not over here in stream. But isn't this Gretel? Oh, that was the name last owner gave us. That's a shame about the car crash. Yeah, but like I mentioned earlier, yeah. But if the cat is being inherited from friends and family, I think it makes sense for each owner to keep the cat's name the same. I like Bartholomew. That's ridiculous enough. That is it too much of a mouthful though? Claus, Tom, Bartholomew. I don't know. I like that. It's definitely unique. I'm just wondering, like, is it too much of a mouthful? Bartholomew. I don't know. Yeah, I think that could work. Maybe that's what set the cat off on his killing spree, is he hates the name that he was given. Yeah, the more I think about it, I think I like Bartholomew. What do you guys think? What do you think in the chat? Kind of like Bartholomew. If I can spell it. Kind of like Bartholomew. Maybe the name is what set it off on its killing spree. Oh, was it Raffle? No. What's the right? There, yeah, it is. Someone in my server suggested Bartholomew. Gosh, there I go again. Ah! Bartholomew. What do you think of that? Yeah, Claus I think is too on the nose. If it was like a Santa-themed one, maybe. Yeah, Santa Claus. Because that's never been done before. The pun is awesome. It just can't stand puns, yeah. Exactly. Why not? Oh, it's been taken. Why not Oh, wait, that's been taken. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Bartholomew. I like that. I think that is what we're looking for. Ultimate cram salesman. What's your... Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think we'll go with that. Bartholomew. Gosh, I can't. Bartholomew. The owner. Let's maybe just go with Johnson to start. Mr. Johnson stands up with Bartholomew in his carrier. Yes, thank you. What's your username? Ultimate Cram Salesman. Thank you for the name. We're going to go with it. Mr. Johnson stands up with Bartholomew in his carrier. Let's clarify, with the cat Bartholomew. If the name wasn't enough of a hint as to what animal this was. Bartholomew is... Actually, let's describe it over here. It stands up with his adorable yellow cat Bartholomew. Yellow because that's how it's described in the song. Mr. Johnson stands up with his adorable yellow cat Bartholomew how about this? With his angel-eyed yellow cat Bartholomew. And I just realized, speaking of eyes, there is junk on my glasses. One sec. Let me grab a cloth here and take care of that. That's better. There we go. Now I can see clearly. What's Discord saying? Oh, it's just a different message. Okay. That way, yeah, the nice with the angel eye just to add to the innocence look. It's up with his Mr. Johnson stands up with his angel-eyed yellow cat Bartholomew in his carrier and follows the nurse. Next scene. Interior exam room day. We've got our first scene written, guys! Yay! Let's say that. Exits with nurse. I suppose I should describe Mr. Johnson, huh? Hey, Lionblade, how you doing? How you doing, Eric? Mr. Johnson, just like a middle-aged man or something. Middle-aged man. Yeah, that's enough of a description. Interior exam room. Okay. Oh wait, I should say Barthol. Okay, I got an idea. I'm just trying to think of where to put in the vet's name. The nurse brings Mr. Johnson and Bartholomew into the exam room. Mr. Johnson lets the cat out onto the exam table. Nurse. Eric says, good. How's your wife doing? I've been thinking about how she's been feeling lately. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, she's doing good today. She's doing good. The headaches have been not as frequent. She's been able to get through them better. So yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, no, she's doing good now. Let's see here. All right, we want to condense the action here. We don't want to go through all the steps of, okay, do all the measurements and stuff like that. So we're going to condense the action a little bit here, so maybe... Alright. Dr. Shaman will be in shortly. Will be with you shortly. Let's put this down here. Mr. Johnson. No, wait. This is just the first draft. We'll go through and fix things once everything's written. Nurse exits. Mr. Johnson lets cat out onto the exam table and pets him. Bartholomew meows sweetly and rubs against Mr. Johnson, acting generally cute. Cute and sweet. So, let's see. Eric says, "What is the software called that you use to write this? I might check this out for my scripts." So I'm using Final Draft, specifically version 10, I believe. I think. Yeah, I'm using Final Draft 10. The current version is 11. Yeah, this is kind of the industry standard screenwriting software. A free one, at least I think it's still free, that I know of. It's called Celtx, C-E-L-T-X. Let me look it up actually and see what's going on with my cable here. Create together. I'm on their website right now. It used to be free, but it looks like they may have changed things. Pricing. They have changed it. Whoa! It used to be free. Bummer. Well, it is still definitely a lot cheaper than Final Draft. So, as a starting off one, you may want to look at that. Yeah, so it's Celtx, C-E-L-T-X. Looks like right now they're $7.50 a month for the first year for the screenwriting one. Yeah, they got video plans, game and VR plans. Yeah, they've changed a lot since I. Oh wow, okay. Well, they. I take back what I said about them being cheaper. So yeah, I use Final Draft. Yeah, that one's kind of the standard, and it's got a lot of great tools in it apart from just doing the writing. Like, it does have the ability to create these beat boards and outlines and other stuff. Let's see. I'll just leave it like that. Let's move you over here. Dr. Shaman. How do we describe Dr. Shaman? What should he look like? Dr. Shaman, oh. Yeah, we'll just leave it for now. We'll describe him later. Maybe as we go back and do rewrites, I'll figure out exactly more physical traits. Dr. Shaman enters. Oh, yeah. After a moment, Dr. Shaman enters. Hello there. I'm Dr. Shaman. Just realized I'm abbreviating. We're going to Probably should spell it out. Doctor. There I'm Dr. Shaman. Because even though I use Google Docs when I write my scripts, I want it to look more like a script than a story, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. There are resources out there that kind of give you templates for things like using Google Docs, as far as how to position everything. Because yeah, with proper script formatting, 1 page of screenplay roughly equals 1 minute of screen time. So that's why, professional scripts look the way they do. The main thing, like for font choice, it's Courier, Courier. So it's the one that makes it look like a typewriter. And then the size is 12 point. And you break things up with your slug lines or scene headings. Where's my... Oh, there we go. Scene headings. Having the dialogue, kind of have the names being centered, and then the dialogue starting off over here, and this kind of stuff. Like I said, there's... I'm trying to think. I can't think of anywhere off the top of my head, but there's a lot of great free resources out there and templates for how to set up even a Google Doc to be formatted correctly for screenwriting. And otherwise, there's special software like Final Draft that takes care of all that for you. And you can go in and you can make changes. Like I've got different templates set up, like for writing audio dramas, there's a different format you use for that. So I've got that set up. In fact, I actually have a copy of one right here. My Doctor Who audio drama script. Let's see, it's not wanting to... Come on, camera, adjust. Oh, well. But yeah, it's slightly different formatting, but similar. Like I set up a template in Final Draft. With how things are positioned and spaced out and stuff. Alright, I'm Dr. Shaman. And who do we have here? Whoops, not Junior. Mr. Oh, come on, computer, wake up. Mr. Johnson. Oh, okay, thanks. I found one called Studio Blender. Oh, okay, cool. I haven't heard of that one. Mr. Johnson. This is Bartholomew. Doctor. Oh, you know what? Okay, we'll just do DR just to be consistent. Well, maybe if it's in dialogue, we'll spell it out just to help with that spacing and timing. But for everything else, we'll just abbreviate it. Dr. Shaman Chuckles. That's a cute name. How'd you come up with it? Oh, I didn't. That was the name his old owner gave him. His previous owner gave him. A little bit of exposition dump here. I inherited him. Well, hang on. After maybe something like oh, I didn't. That was the name my mother gave him. I inherited him after she passed away. Sympathetic. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. On to page 2. Yay! We've gotten 1 page of script done, guys! Yay! Milestones! Mr. Johnson. It's alright. It was sudden. No. We don't want to tip our... Yeah, we don't want to tip our hands too much. Yeah. We don't want to give too much info too soon. It's alright. I figured it would be... I noticed he was missing some claws, so I figured I should get him checked out. Absolutely. Let's take a look. Dr. Shaman moves to... Dr. Shaman gently grabs one of Bartholomew's. Let's make sure we know who we're talking about here. Bartholomew's paws. Gently. I already said gently. And checks it out. Let's be more specific. Grabs some claws in his front left foot. It's kind of picking one at random here. Grabs the paw. Whoops, not the. LOL, I was looking at my computer and forgot I had a software in my computer for script writing called Fade In. Oh, cool. Awesome. I haven't heard of that one either. There's a couple more minutes here. Let's see if we can, how close we can get here. Sure enough, looks like the claws are gone. But it doesn't look like he was... No. Doesn't look like he had them removed surgically. I got to do some research on this. I'm just realizing we're gonna throw stuff down in here as with the information we've got, and as I go in to do the rewrites, I'm going to do some more research. So please don't call me out on any medical inaccuracies here, because I have very little clue what I'm talking about, and I realize that. So if you have links you want to send me to get me up to speed on how this stuff works, I'd appreciate it. Head over to my Discord server in the description, or leave a comment on the replay, and let me know. Surgically, he examines the right paw, squeezing it to reveal all claws intact. And we'll leave it there for now because it just hit 2 o'clock, so it's we're done for the day. Look at that! We finished our beat board. We got 1 and about let's zoom out here. What would we say? 1 and about 1 1/3 pages written. Not bad at all. Yeah. I think we'll call that good for this week. I hope you all have a great and safe Easter this weekend. And yeah, look forward to doing some research on this stuff so I make sure everything that it makes sense. Yeah, so next week, yeah, I don't have anything going on. Yeah, we should be good. Just same time, same place, 1 to 2 o'clock Mountain Time. And again, if you want to hang out on Discord throughout the week, the link to my servers in the description, as well as Patreon and social media and all that other good stuff. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you for your input and comments. And I look forward to continuing this next week. Have a good one.